All right, folks, welcome back to Kings of Opinion, episode 152. I got the Wanderer here. Say what's up.
Hope everyone's enjoying the tail end of summer. But that means, fall's coming up, my favorite season, which also means
Football?
there you go.
There it is. So since you mentioned the football thing, we'll start with that first. They had the Hall of Fame game, I think it was like a week ago now, pretty much. I think it was last Friday. And
Do you remember who?
I don't even remember. All I remember is I'm not going to start watching it because I'm
Right.
still into baseball mode,
Yeah.
Right. But I was whatever. And then all of a sudden, everyone the next day is like, "Did you see that football game?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's preseason. It's the first game."
I never heard people talk like that about preseason.
Me neither. And the funny thing about it is apparently it was a really high scoring game, and there was some phenomenal play that even I think I saw it last week, but I couldn't even tell you what happened anymore because so many things has been going on. But yeah, football's 3 weeks away. Fantasy football drafts are 2 weeks away or happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is still a little too early for that, but
It depends when you can get the guys together, right?
Exactly. And then for some leagues, that's the biggest pain in the ass. You know what I mean? And even for my league, the one that I do live
I
is.
feel like the older you get, the harder it is.
You might be right. That might be the real reason. Things, people get busy, go on vacations, especially it's like you said, it's right at the end of the summer. People want to go on that last vacation for Labor Day. So yeah, it's tough. But football's around the corner. Everyone's getting excited. I'm not there yet because we still got baseball going on. The Yankees are still treading water, so I'm not going to talk about or get into all that football stuff quite just yet. Maybe in 2 weeks from now, we'll start getting ready for it. But you have that going on. You got the NBA. They released their schedule for the upcoming year, and guess this, right? So you got the Knicks. They're the first game, obviously. They're playing the Philadelphia 76ers.
I saw that.
Did you see how much the tickets are going for that game?
No.
When they're going to raise the banner that they're champions?
No.
So the cheapest ticket is over $2,000. It's the most expensive opening day ticket in NBA history.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I did see too that they're playing San Antonio at home on Christmas.
They are.
By the way, great slate of just games overall for the Christmas day between the NFL and the NBA.
Do you know all of them? Because I didn't even look at the whole list of them.
Well, the first is I think the Knicks and the Spurs. I think at noon. Bears Packers at 1.
Oof.
There's another NBA game, maybe Philly versus somebody. Let's see. I guess I forgot the rest.
I know, it's just a lot.
It's a sexy lineup, though.
It's just a lot, But yeah. So you have all that, and now we go into.
Broncos are playing somebody good.
It's all good. We have plenty of time till Christmas comes along, so we'll figure it out. And I'm sure we'll be doing a show that week, so we'll go in more detail with that. So recently, I guess last weekend, right? Does that make sense? Nope, 2 weekends ago now. I went to Chicago.
Yes. How was the trip?
Pretty damn awesome, dude. So the flight there was okay. The flight back was a little terrible because there was a lot of rain here. But everything in between was fantastic. We get there day one, land, get to the hotel. We go to see the old Kaminsky Park. We see the White Sox. We take the train. Me and my buddy take the train there.
Oh, you went to a White Sox game?
Yeah, because they were there. They were there the whole week. So they had 4 against the White Sox. We saw the last one. It was
Probably
a
a
day
cheaper
game.
ticket, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it was part of our package.
Oh, okay.
But, I looked to see if I could get better seats, and we didn't even have to do it, but just to check, they were cheap. They were like $40, $40 to $80 field level, depending on where you were sitting on the stand. But we just walked in
Yeah.
and we just found empty seats in the outfield on the field level, and we sat there the whole time.
Nice.
It was super hot that day. I was literally dying. So hot in the sun. The Yankees wound up losing that game in extra innings because Fernando Cruz walks in the winning run. So that wasn't great. But the ballpark was cool. Took a lot of cool pictures of like the statues and all the stuff that they had around there. The food was good. You know, everything was good for that day. The worst part about that day was taking the train at the end of the game and going back to the hotel. We were like sardines in the train.
Oh, it was hot, yeah.
Not only that, but we were like,
Oh, it was tight.
yeah, it's like
A little crowded.
New York City crowded train in Chicago. But thankfully it was only like 4 or 5 stops, something like that, and we got back. It was great. So then,
And you saved some money.
yeah, it only cost $250.
There you go.
You know, instead of Ubering it over there. But good game. The next day we go to the Cubs game, another day game, but we had seats
That
in
was
the
the
200s.
Friday game?
Yeah, the Friday
so
game.
2:20 start?
For you guys here,
Oh, here,
yes.
right.
For us,
My
it was
mistake.
120. But we watched the game. The Yankees won a close one, 2-1. Loved Wrigley Field. We had a little bit of an obstructed view because I guess the way it was built, since it's so old, like we're on the second level on the third base side, so you couldn't really see the left corner. The left.
Oh, is this the rooftops?
No, that's the
Oh,
next day.
this is, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Didn't mean to-
So you couldn't really see the corner of left field, and then like if someone hit the ball in the air, unless you saw the rest of the crowd, you really couldn't see if it was going to be a home run or not until it like landed, because like you couldn't see up, kind of thing.
I see.
But other than that, the tickets are great. It was a nice day. It wasn't too hot, you know what I mean? It wasn't too sunny, especially we were blocked by the sun anyway. Yankees won that game 2-1, I believe. Very close game. So then I'm waiting around, and I'm like, you know, we have all day. And Helms wanted to show us the outside of the stadium because beforehand, and I forget the bar's name, I should have looked it up, but I keep forgetting.
Wrigleyville?
No, it was like it's a
No,
famous.
I mean,
bar.
I think that's what they just call
Oh
it.
yeah, but there was a specific bar we went to for like the tailgate for like 3 hours before the game, and this bar is huge. It's like right on the corner, right across the street from Wrigley Field.
Yeah,
I just can't remember.
I probably went there.
Maybe
I
like
went there
Murphy's
for-
or something like that.
I went there for a bachelor party when the Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. Pretty good time.
I'm sure it was. Jesus. But yeah, so we did that before the game. So then I said, we'll look around the stadium after the game because we have all day. Because it was like literally 4 o'clock. So we're waiting at our seats for everyone to clear out. And I'm like, I'm going to go and see if they could let me on the field to take a picture in front of the Ivory. Didn't work out. I couldn't find the cops anywhere to try and see if they'd hook me up being a New Yorker and being over there for the first time, you know, whatever. Didn't work out, got dismissed. So then we went outside, we walked around the stadium. Around the stadium is really nice. I don't know when you were there last, but like right outside they have like I wouldn't want to call it a playground, but it's like a chill area with like a water fountain kind of thing, and like they almost have like turf where the kids could play and throw around a ball.
Oh, cool.
A bunch of restaurants and bars on that one side. Really cool, super cool. So that day was good. So on my way out of Wrigley to go check out the outside, I see a crowd of people around somebody, and I see, oh my God, it's Michael K. So I'm like, all right. So the evangelist was like, you want to try and get a pic? I was like, He's like, oh, just everybody's taking pictures, just go. He was mobbed. There was like 30 or 40 people around him. So you know, I do my thing. I sneak in there, and I see he's taking picture after picture after picture, and I was like, you got time for one more, Mike? And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I wound up taking a picture of him with him. You know, I talked to him for a second, and then I went on my way. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
He's a really tall dude, by the way.
Yeah,
you know,
tall drink of water.
yeah. So that was pretty much day 2. We we went out to dinner after that night. All the food I had was great there. We went to Gibson's Steakhouse on the first day. That was really good, a really good steakhouse. Apparently it's like world famous. Good steakhouse. We sat outside. It was a nice night. Whatever.
Did you have a Chicago dog while you were there?
I did not. I've had one before similar to that, and I was just like, I don't really want a hot dog. And I wasn't trying to eat too crazy while I was there. But so then day 3, they had the night game for you 7 o'clock, me 6 o'clock, or around that time, right? And we were on a rooftop deck of that same bar we went to the day before, which is why I'm blanking on the name right now. It might have been Murphy's or something like that, but I'm not sure. But either which way, they have bleacher seats on the roof.
Right.
And you go up there and you could see into most of the stadium.
Yeah.
So
I
was
did that too. Yeah.
so cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Blew my mind. I was like, you couldn't do this anywhere else. And we were there for 3 or 4 hours, and it was unlimited food, unlimited drinks, which is great. By the bar, it was a great deal. The Yankees wound up losing that game, which ruined it a little bit for me, but it was all right. But yeah, awesome game at night. During the day, however, since we had so much time to kill, it was starting to rain a little bit, whatever, but we went down to the Navy Pier.
Yeah.
Did you ever go there?
Yeah, it's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Right? And we went on a sailboat. We did like a little sailboat tour around the bay.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. That was pretty cool. We did the Ferris wheel, which was pretty cool too. And then we got kind of convinced to go to this world famous burger joint.
Okay.
Now,
No deep dish, I guess.
no, we had plans of doing that, but I've already had it when we went last year to the Bears game.
Right.
And I had it and I was like, that's just too much, bro. Let's just eat regular stuff. We were gonna do it literally that afternoon,
Yeah.
but then someone convinced us to go to this place called The Goat. And
I've heard of this.
well, you should know a lot about it, to be fair. Remember that skit from SNL with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah.
The cheeseburger.
Yeah.
That's the place.
Ah.
So I was like, we have to go check that place out. I wound up buying a shirt from them for my pops. Hopefully he wears the damn thing. He didn't even open it yet because it was in plastic, but whatever. But so we're waiting online. So like this setup is kind of like you walk in, the one grill is right pretty much in front of you behind the counter. So you got to order. The line goes around. It's almost like a square, and then to the left there's all tables. To the right there's all tables, and then there's an L-shaped bar up against the wall. So you have to wait on this line, and the guy is taking orders, sort of, for you, like if you want a drink or whatever, if you want chips or something like that, and then you place your order at the rest of your order at the end. And the famous line, he winds up saying to Devang, he's like, what kind of drink do you want?
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and Devang's like, I'll have I'm trying to think of the line. Oh, so he's like, I'll have a Pepsi. He's like, no Pepsi, only Coke. And I'm laughing, and I hear him say that. I'm laughing because that was the whole line in the SNL skit. And Devang doesn't understand what's going on. And I'm like, Devang, he's just like, oh, whatever, just give me a Coke then. And I'm like, you don't get it. That's the funny line from the skit. And then the guy knows I know about it, so he's playing along. So he's like, no French fries, only chips. And I lost it, dude. So then we get to the front, and I'm ordering my burger, and I get a double burger with bacon. And the guy's literally right there, like where you are, and I'm ordering. He's cooking all these burgers on like literally a grill, not even the size of this table, right? And I'm like, can I get a bacon double cheeseburger? And he turns around, no bacon. And I'm like, all right, I'll just have a double cheeseburger then. I was dying. Good cheeseburger too. But yeah, that was awesome. So we had that, and then the last day we were there Sunday.
Oh, so it was 4 days?
Yeah, 4-day trip. Yeah. So then Sunday we were going to Butch McGuire's, which never heard of the place, whatever. But we were there to watch the game, and they were gonna feed us and give us drinks for the entire game.
Cool.
Right, and literally we get whatever we want, and they're very friendly. The manager Steve was there, kept coming to us, talking to us, thanking us for being there. And let me tell you, folks, if you're gonna go anywhere in Chicago, go to Butch McGuire's. It was phenomenal. They brought out these sliders, delicious. Everything they brought out was awesome. They have these like bar pizzas, if you want to call it, but it's like thin crust, you know, almost like what you get around here.
Right.
But he was bringing them out like vegetable pie, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, meat lovers. It was so good. And the guy Steve, shout out to him and Bush McGuire's, by the way, was really cool because he's like, if you're from Chicago, you don't eat deep dish pizza. He's like, we all eat thin crust. He's like, deep dish is just a touristy thing. And I was like, get the hell out of here. I was like, that's pretty cool. But great day there. The Yankees won, whatever. And then, you know, we had fun the rest of the night, just hanging around, having some drinks. We actually stayed there longer, and then we went to this other bar. It was like the Tavern Pub, one of the oldest bars in Chicago, and it was the only bar, I believe, from what they told us. Once again, Steve from Butch McGuire told us it's like the only bar that didn't burn down in the Chicago fire in like the 1930s.
Yeah, the Great Fire.
I mean, you could tell when you went in there, it was old as hell, like super old dive bars, but it was cool. Got all these pictures of all these famous people, whatever. And then, yeah, we came back. Our flight got delayed Monday morning because of the rain that was in New York. And that was pretty much it.
Nice.
But great trip.
Yeah, sounds like you had a good time.
Sure did. And, you know, if you're a baseball fan, I would highly advise you go to Chicago and check out the two stadiums. It was really cool. But yeah, moving along now to the Yankees and the Mets, I guess, right? You want to start with the Mets first, bud?
Sure.
They've actually done pretty well, so give us a little insight.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, I haven't really been paying attention that much, considering how far out of it they were.
So you gave up on them?
I don't know if I would say that I gave up on them, but my interest was, you know, not as, you know, anywhere near where it was, I guess, earlier in the season. But I did see, you know, that they've won some games as of late. So I guess that, you know, that's a positive for sure. So what was it? Senga closed out a game
Yeah.
the other day.
Yep.
So, hey, you know, at least hopefully they can, you know, build on this and bring it into next year. You know.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't remember when we last talked about them, but they went on a little bit of a losing streak. They lost three in a row to the Marlins, but then since then, so we're going back to August 4th. The Mets are 6-2 right now, and they played the Guardians, the Pirates, and the Braves. They lost last night's Braves game 4-0, but they got the rubber match today. Well, I should say tonight. I don't know who's pitching. Now I do. Thornton versus I don't even know how to say it. Malay? I don't know. Some Braves guy who's really not that good. So maybe the Mets can win this one and take 2 out of 3 from the Braves. And as bad as they are, I kind of feel like they've been beating the Braves a lot lately.
Yeah, I feel like even though, you know, obviously they've struggled this season, they have played the Braves tough. It feels like most of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only going back a little bit, but I'm go back to July. They played the Braves in the beginning of July. They went 2-2 in a 4 game, and then they won 2 out of 3 at the end of July, and now they're playing them again. They have a chance to take 2 out of 3 from them again, so they might have the Braves number this year. That's pretty cool. Did we talk about all their trades?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so they gave away most of their bullpen.
Yeah.
All their good guys in their bullpen went and packed it up and whatever. I don't remember where they all went because it's been a few weeks now. But
Holmes traded as well. Right?
yeah, Clay Holmes, the starting pitcher, they traded him. I forget where they traded him to, but I know our boy Luke Weaver went to the Pirates.
Right.
He didn't really want to go, but I guess he doesn't have a choice, which is kind of weird because, not for nothing, I don't know if the Pirates are that good, unless they're in the wild card hunt. You know what I mean? Like, I know they're decent this year, but yeah, they're in last place. They're 5 games under 500. So I don't know why maybe they're thinking about next year. Let's see what the wild card's all about right here. Yeah, they're 6 games back. That's kind of rough, you know. But in any case, they traded a bunch of their guys, got a bunch of prospects, so you kind of knew they were going to do that, so good for them. And hopefully they could rebuild and be better next year. But you know what? The season's not over. You know what I mean? They're only 11 games back out of the wild card with 2 months, a little less than 2 months to go.
Okay.
You know? The American League is a little bit tighter, I'll tell you that right now. You know? But as far as the Yankees go, I mean, it's been a rough go, so to speak. Only on the hitting side, to be fair. I don't even know how to explain it, but they just don't hit. Like that's about it. And they made some trades themselves. They got Luis Garcia Jr. from the Nationals, and I don't even know how to pronounce the guy's first name from the Giants, but Ramos from the Giants, who's an outfielder, and they're doing all right. You know, literally, I think it was it over the weekend? The Yankees brought up George Lombard Jr. and they sent down Volpe. Did you watch any of his stuff?
He had a home run.
He's got 2 home runs so far.
Oh.
But like on his first game, he was electric because he, like, right off the bat, I think it was in the first inning, he made this slick double play going to his right towards third base and like scoops a ball in the hole and turns a nice double play. And then his second at bat, he hits a bomb to left field for a home run. They wound up beating the Cardinals. So I guess it was the beginning of last week is when he started. So he's been up for a week now, basically, a little bit more. But I'll tell you what, like when we first saw Cam Slittler last year, and I said this guy's gonna be good, and sure as hell, Cam Slittler was good. I made sure I watched like 90% of this kid's at bats and the games since he's been up. Like, granted, I watch all the games pretty much anyway,
Right.
but like I wanted to especially watch this kid when he first came up. And not only does he have talent, what I think what's most impressive with him, early on at least, knock on wood, is his poise and his demeanor.
I kind of had a feeling you were going to use that word.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know I could say that word, let alone
Great job.
get it out there. But to be fair, he's looked every bit of the part right now, and he's holding his own at the plate too, which is impressive as well. Like, he kind of knows the strike zone from what I could see, and he's not really chasing stuff. Now, listen, is he hitting over 300? No, but he's making a lot of contact, not striking out as much, and when he has gotten on base, he runs the base as well, at least early on. You know what I mean? So it looks like he's got a good baseball mentality and a good head on his shoulders. I hope he could progress, and even when he goes in these little like funks and slumps, can pull himself out of it. And I hope he could be the shortstop of our future, because this kid looks really good early on. I don't want to go too crazy, but it looks really good. Yeah. So the Yankees have a lot going on with that. Also,
Boston is even with them?
Boston is a little behind them now. They were like a half game behind them a couple days ago, but they have since cooled off and lost 4 in a row.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they're now, as of right now, they're 3 games behind the Yankees, which is good. I want a little bit of separation. It's good for Boston, good for the baseball when the Red Sox are playing well, but they must have won like 30 out of like 35 games.
Yes.
It was
Quite a
crazy.
run.
Oh.
They erased that deficit.
Huge deficit. They were like 15 games back. Unfortunately for them and the Yankees, Tampa Bay is on their own 9-game winning streak right now. They can't lose. So, we actually lost a couple games to Tampa in the standings. So we're 6.5 back as well. Boston's 9.5 back. But that's tough. I mean, there is good news coming. I just don't know how soon. If I had to guess, I feel like Bellinger, Stanton, and Judge are all going to be back some point in September. Some in the very beginning of September. Some maybe in the middle of September. Like, I think if I had to place an order on it, and I heard these, this is not me just saying this, is guys that I heard on the radio. They're going to say Cody would be back first, then Stanton, because he needs a slight rehab assignment in the minor leagues, and then Judge. And the reason why I'm saying that it's not going to be till September, even though some of these guys could probably come up now, is the roster expands in September and you add 2 more roster spots. I don't think you're going to see Cody Bellinger or Stan before that, only because if you did, you'd have to send some guys down to the minors. And like right now, who are you going to send? Either they're all terrible or they're all good. Like, you're not going to send Rosario down, Caballero. You need Austin Wells as a catcher. You know, you need the guys you just traded for. You need McMahon. You need Jazz. So you really can't send anyone down there. The guys that they could send down there, they already sent, which was Volpe and I forget the other guy that they sent down there. You know what I mean? And you can't afford to send a guy down to your bullpen just to bring these guys up to play, because then your bullpen's going to be short. So my theory is once September comes along, I think you get 2 extra roster spots. That's going to be for them. And then, you know, when Judge comes back, they're going to probably send down Spencer Jones or someone like that and free up room for him. But until then, that's pretty much all you're going to get. You know what I mean? So hopefully they come back. Hopefully for the next couple weeks, the Yankees could win a bunch of games and stay close. Maybe even if Tampa loses a little bit, they could gain a couple games. Because I'll feel pretty good if they could get to 4 games by September and just be 4 back. I'll feel pretty good about myself and the Yankees' chances of trying to win the division. And pretty much by then, if you do that and you win the division, you're pretty much going to be the number 1 seed for the playoffs, which will be really good for the Yankees, because we all know if they don't have home field to get to the World Series, they normally don't go to the World Series. So they're going to need that home field advantage. So I'm not going to call it quits on them yet either for winning the division, but it's a little tight. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, other than that, were you surprised, like since we were talking about the other trades, that Screwball went to the Dodgers at all?
I mean, are we really surprised though at this point? It feels like, you know, they just get everybody.
They really do, and it's kind of crazy. But I wasn't surprised that the Dodgers got him. I was surprised at how little they gave up for him.
Yeah.
Because the Yankees called, and I think I read it on Instagram or something like that, that the Tigers wanted like a combination of Lombard, Ben Rice, Cam Schlittler, and 2 other prospects. You know what I mean? For Screwball. And I'm like, you're crazy. You're not going to... First off, the 3 guys I named, you're not going to trade them. And there might have been other names in there, and I don't know if they wanted those 3 together or like a combination of, you know, 2 of those guys and then a couple other guys in the minors. Like, they wanted like league-ready ball players. But there's no way I'm giving up any of those 3 guys, especially Ben Rice and Cam Schlittler. Like, even before Lombard started playing, I wouldn't have given him up. He was our number 1 prospect. But I'm not giving you a Cy Young Award winner just to get another Cy Young Award winner back. Well, Cam Schlittler hopefully wins the Cy Young. We'll see. But, like, he's been lights out. Like, I'm not giving up a good pitcher to get a good pitcher. I'm in the same spot I'm in. You know what I mean? And to be fair, Screwball was hurt this year. Cam's been pitching all year. So why would I do that? So I don't know if they were trying to fleece the Yankees or something like that. But then when I saw what the Dodgers gave up, they gave up like, I think 2 of their top 10 guys, and then someone like in the right before the 20th prospect. Like it was like 18 or something like that. I'm like, so all they got was 3 guys, and maybe it's because it's the Dodgers and in the National League. I don't know, but to me that was crazy. I don't know. It was wild. But yeah. Other than that,
Rich get richer.
Yeah, I mean Boston did a good job. They got that guy Rushman from the Orioles. Tampa did okay. They got the guy Hicks from the catcher from the Marlins and some other people. But overall, the Yankees didn't do a great job with the trade deadline. But I heard Cashman's interview on The Fan with Carton and Big Mac, and you know, I guess you take him at his word. He's like, things weren't matching up for them this year. So, you know, and when they were trying to match it up, I guess Cashman didn't really want to part ways with certain guys. And now I can't even blame him, because if you would have got rid of Lombard and he would have been starting somewhere else, I kind of would have been pissed. But now I'm glad we have him, and Volpe's down in the minors, and hopefully he can work on some stuff and maybe come back at some point next year or something like that. But, you know, we're all in now. This is our team.
This is it.
Go get them, you know? Maybe we get hot at some point, you know. And to be fair, we're a little over 500 since Judge left in May, so we're not doing as bad as we were the last couple of years. It's just we can't score any runs. So until we start scoring some runs, these games are all going to be tight nail biters, 2-1, 3-2, something like that. But yeah, that's all I got for that. What have you been getting into TV wise? Anything?
I watched He-Man.
Oh, you did?
His universe. I liked it. I thought it was good. You know, nothing too crazy, not too long. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job with it.
Did it bring you back to when you were a kid?
Some of it, yeah, definitely. You know, yeah, I felt like, you know, not having like a big name probably was a good idea. So, you know, I thought he did a good job. And do you know who the voice of Skeletor was?
Jared Leto.
Okay, I knew it sounded familiar, but I couldn't place it. Yeah, so overall, you know, it's fun. You know, they had some good action scenes and yeah, I thought it was decent.
That's awesome.
Other than that, I've been watching the Westies still.
Oh, nice.
Currently.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it.
I forget to watch it. I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I think they're like 4 or 5 episodes in.
Okay.
You know, it's obviously loosely based. Let's just say.
Yeah, for sure.
In that time, you know, but yeah, it's cool. What else? I was watching the other show that you recommended, the Agency. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I'm like, I guess maybe 5 episodes, you know, or 4 or 5 episodes in. It's, you know, like the first season, it's just a solid show.
Mm-hmm.
Fassbender, you know, he's great in pretty much everything.
Did you finish it yet?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm only like maybe halfway through.
Okay.
I think that might be it. What about you? What have you been watching?
About a few things. I don't have as big as a list. I was just trying to refresh my memory on some of these things while you were discussing The Agency.
Mm-hmm.
So Lioness came out.
Oh, right.
The 3rd season, so I started watching that. It jumps right into action, so I love that show. That show is awesome.
That's on Showtime?
Paramount
Right,
Plus.
same thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's actually on Showtime though. Is it? You can tell me. I just go to Paramount.
Gotcha.
Good show. This is supposedly their last season.
Zoe Saldana?
Yep. I don't know if they're gonna have a 4th season, but the funny thing about this is I was reading up on some of this stuff, is that they say this season's so good that the fans are gonna want a season 4, and they spoiled it a little bit, saying that there's a kind of cliffhanger at the end of season 3, and they're hoping to get renewed by Paramount or whoever's making it and putting it on Paramount, and if not, shop it around for a season 4. So hopefully they do that, because there's only 2 episodes out. I watched them both the other day, and it's action packed right now. It's crazy.
Speaking of Showtime, I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt you.
No.
Ernie was right. Mobland next month.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
I like that show. So I'm excited for that then. I started House of Dragons too.
Okay.
I'm almost halfway through, because I think it was a 10-episode season.
No, I think it just finished. So
Yeah.
8.
Oh, it was only 8?
Yeah.
Oh, so I am pretty much halfway through, because I'm on the very end of episode 4. I got like 10 minutes left of that.
Yeah.
I'll give it a little bit of credit. It's a little too much talking for me.
Yeah.
But
Some of those episodes are long, right?
The first 2 are over an hour.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of talking, but And not so much action, but I'll tell you this: I feel like every episode I've seen dragons in it, so I'll give it that.
Right.
Because I know that's expensive.
They've got that going.
Yeah, well, I remember, complaining about them maybe in season 1 or 2 that I want to see more dragon. Like, you call it House of Dragons for a reason. Like, let's get these dragons, even if they're just flying around, like, let's get these dragons doing something, you know what I mean?
They're on screen now.
Yeah, and they've been on screen a bunch. Like, every episode, like I said, I've seen some dragons in it. Like, you know what I mean? Even if it's like 30 seconds, but like a couple different times in the show. So that's pretty cool. I saw this movie the other day called Leave the World Behind.
Sounds familiar.
Julia Roberts, that guy that was supposed to play Blade, something.
Oh, Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
This was I remember when that came out. Yes, it's a good movie. I liked it.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's good.
So
it's very, in terms of like, it feels very realistic. Let's just say, like if things were to go wrong, like, so
Agreed.
Things could go in that direction.
Yeah, for sure. And I liked it all the way up until the last 30 seconds because I don't know if I'm gonna get a sequel. Okay. But it was.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, but that's the thing that sucks about it because like.
I think it's a one-off.
Yeah.
That's not. Don't quote. I mean, I'm not certain. But
yeah.
This is my impression.
It's tough. Like, I mean, I think it just came out on Netflix, so I don't. Was it in the movie theaters?
No.
No.
No. I think it's the guy who did Mr. Robot. I think that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
if I'm not mistaken.
I was a little disappointed at the very end. You know what I mean? Like, do you remember the ending?
No. This was like going through. I watched it when it came out.
So at the end, everything goes crazy, right? The bombs go in New York City, whatever, and everyone's kind of split up. Like Julia Roberts and the young girl is in the woods. Okay. They're looking for her daughter, and they're slowly making their way to this house, and whatever. And then Ethan Hawke and Ali are with Ethan Hawke's son trying to get a medicine because he's got some kind of infection from a tick. Right? And that whole thing with Kevin Bacon.
By the way, Kevin Bacon is great in that.
100%. And he's in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm getting all amped up. And then the Kevin Bacon tells the guys, you should probably go to this house because it's got a good bunker in there. He's like, my friend that built it couldn't even tell me what he did. So Ali's telling him, let's go over there. And at the same time, that house is the house Julia Roberts and the girl's going to look for the daughter. And the daughter's actually in that house. So I wanted to see them reunite, and you don't get to see that. But the funny thing about it is she's in the house, she's eating whatever the hell she wants, because I guess it's like she hasn't had real food in a while, so she's eating Reese's, cereal, all junk food, whatever. And then she starts looking around the house and finds, basically pay dirt, finds the bunker with all the food, and she winds up finding the TV. She turns the TV on, and she's been wanting to finish the last episode of Friends, and she sits there and watches the last episode of Friends, and that's where it ends.
Yes, now I remember.
Not the worst ending in the world. I would want to see them reunite and see what happens after that.
Right.
Like you said, it was probably just a one-off, so I'm not going to, which is why. Whatever. Like I said, good up until the end.
Have you seen Mr. Robot?
No.
I think you might like it.
The show?
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah?
For sure.
Well, what's it about?
Rory liked it too. The Dolphins fan Rory.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard to describe. He's like the main character, Remy Malek. He's like a hacker. He also has some issues, let's just say.
Gotcha.
But it's like dark, but it's good. I think it's a really good show.
I'll look into it.
On USA.
I'll look into it. There's a lot of seasons of that, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look into that. So yeah, I saw that. I saw this movie with Keanu Reeves and Cameron Diaz, Outcome. Short, sweet movie. On Apple Plus.
I hadn't heard of that one.
Yeah, I think it's right to Apple Plus kind of movie, one of those things.
Gotcha.
It was good. It was like an hour and 23 minutes. It was entertaining. Nothing crazy. Like if you want to watch something you have nothing to watch, it's a decent movie to watch. Yeah, and then we got Role Play, which is a little bit longer, an hour and 40 minutes. That's with the girl, geez, I'm gonna butcher her name, Kelly Cuoco,
Okay.
and what's his name? I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm not even gonna bother. But I can't even tell you where he's from. I forget where he's from, but it's like an action thriller where she's like an assassin, basically.
Okay.
Good action movie. It was pretty cool. Had some funny parts in it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. And once again, another entertaining movie that you could just put on and enjoy and not have to worry about thinking too much or paying too much of attention. You'll get the gist of it. It's nothing crazy. And then my last movie was Little Brother with John Cena.
Is that new?
Pretty new. I think it came out like I think it was on Prime, because he loves doing these Prime movies. A couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Not even a month, I would say. Funny as hell. I'll tell you this.
I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I don't.
And you know, I loved
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, 100%. And that's more of like a serious, I guess, kind of role for him. But I'll tell you what, out of all the wrestlers that did the acting thing,
Yeah.
and not that there's a lot of them,
Right.
well, I guess there could be, because some of these guys did like B-list movies that never made it anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin movies.
Right.
But he might be my favorite wrestling actor.
He seems to be the most successful one at it, right?
Well, I mean, like The Rock has 100 movies.
I mean, yeah. The Rock is definitely, you know, an action star for sure. But you know, I meant more like acting chops. But
Yeah, no.
I get what you're saying. The Rock is a bigger draw.
Yeah, for sure. But I think you might be right. Like John Cena might be like the better overall actor.
Right.
Because The Rock did a few comedies, but I don't know if they were like more like almost like not a rom-com, but like family comedy movies where like John Cena does like some wild, funny movies that are just funny. You know what I mean? And you would never picture that dude being funny in a movie, which I give credit to him. He's funny.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
And it's a great show. And I don't know the other guy's name that he's in it with, but he's actually pretty good too. Let me see if let me get you the guy's name. Little Brother. Here we go. Eric Andre. This guy.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. It's on Netflix or Prime?
Oh, it's on Netflix. My bad. I'm sorry.
I
He did a Netflix
I gotta
movie.
watch that for sure because I'm a fan of both those guys.
Yeah, it's really funny, dude. It's really funny. So I'm not gonna spoil the movie for you, but you'll enjoy it for sure if you like both those guys. Yeah, and that's pretty much all she wrote. I think I might have missed some other stuff, but I didn't write them down. So
That's all right. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
jog your memory for next time.
there's always next week. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So you got anything else for us? Anything of importance
Just
besides the song?
we'll just do
Or the album?
one album selection as usual this week. We're going with the older album, King Cruel, 6 feet. Excuse me, 6 feet beneath the moon by King Cruel. That's the pick for this week.
All right, well, that about do it, folks. Everyone have a good rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Till next time.
Later, folks.